Hi, video diary. It's starting to get a bit wintry outside. It's first sort of kind of major frosty day we've had today. I quite like this time of year. I like this weather, so that's nice. First thing I wanted to mention is I'm very proud to say that I've been made one of the UK regional advocates for a Huntington's disease awareness organisation called We Have a Face. They do a number of things. There's like a weekly podcast that they have and they feature sort of HD carers and HD scientists and things like that. So it's good sort of information dissemination for the HD community. And they're also in the progress of making a documentary about sort of people with Huntington's disease and so forth. So I'm very proud to be part of that sort of advocacy sort of efforts and helping to raise awareness of Huntington's disease, which is very important. So that's good, and that's that. What else? I've had the we sort of went through. We've had the Red Cross round to fit a couple of accessibility aids. Essentially, basically a sort of a supportive banister that goes up the stairs to make it easier for me to get upstairs when I'm not at my best, and sort of later on in the day when I start to have more fatigue and find things more difficult, find it more difficult moving around. So basically, it's just to help me get up the stairs a bit easier. So basically a grab rail running the length of the stairway. So yeah, that's that. That'll be good. The other thing, last week Maria and I went into London to as part of one of the HD research studies that we're involved with. This study is looking for molecular biomarkers of Huntington's disease in other tissues other than the brain. So sort of similar, you may recall we had a cerebral spinal fluid taken for a sort of related, similar study a little while ago. This is different to that. What we'll be doing is we'll be having, in addition to sort of the usual sorts of blood tests and things, we'll be having a biopsy from our leg. Obviously, I'm as a HD subject and Marie as a control. We'll be having a sample taken from the muscle on our legs. So we're going through that process at the minute. We went in for an initial sort of screening meeting last week. We've sort of got the go ahead to go for that. So I think I've got my operation on the 13th of December, and Marie's will be in January. So yeah, it's apparently going to be a bit painful. It'll be done in an operating theatre. It's a sort of a full sort of operation type, procedures and protocols. And they're saying because they're taking muscle fibre, they're going to be putting local anaesthetic into sort of some of the tissue, but they can't actually put anaesthetic into the muscle because apparently that would kill some of the muscle cells and would disrupt, the whole purposes of the biopsy is they'll be performing sort of molecular analysis on the samples that they take. So they don't want to disrupt that by using the anaesthetic. So essentially what that means is when they're cutting through the skin and the fat tissue and things like that, that will be anaesthetised, so won't feel that. But what will happen is when they start to get to tease out the muscle fibres on the leg, we will feel that, and that is supposed to be painful. So apparently half of the subjects who have gone through this study so far have not felt any real pain when going through having their muscle dissected, but the other half have. So it sounds like we've got a 50-50 chance of it being a bit painful. But all in the name of science, say. I think that's all the latest news I had. I think I'll see you later.